Oh, no.
Caitlyn Clark is really built different, and that's not hype talk. It doesn't matter what day it is or what's happening around her. Basketball stays at the top of the list. Rain, no sleep, snow on the ground, birthday, holiday, some random Tuesday at 6 in the morning. She's already in the gym putting work in. That's just how she's wired. People love reaching back to 2016, pulling old clips, quotes, moments, mindset stuff, trying to relive the past. With Caitlyn, none of that is necessary. Her whole career has been one long work in silence film that never stops rolling. She stays on the court nonstop, but not in a loud or flashy way. No look at me energy. It's quiet, obsessive, professional, straight business. This is the type of player where basketball isn't just something she does for a living. It's who she is at the core. So when you see Caitlyn Clark back in the gym again, especially at this point in her career, it shouldn't shock anyone. It looks impressive, but it's also normal for her. This is her baseline. This is the standard she operates at daily. That's why the real conversation isn't just about her training. It's about who she's training with now, Rob Dozier. That move is way bigger than people realize at the moment. A lot of fans haven't fully processed it yet, especially with Keith Porter no longer involved. Rob Dozier isn't just another skills trainer chasing clout. He's an NBA trainer with real experience. G League work, years around high-level pro players. He understands how serious professional environments actually function, not just how workouts look on social media. That difference matters more than most people think. Fans love to believe development is about fancy drills. It's not. Every trainer runs the same drills. Read that again. Every trainer. Whether it's Chris Brickley, Drew Hanlon, Rob Dozier, or someone training kids at a local gym, a catch-and-shoot workout is still a catch-and-shoot workout. One person rebounds, one person passes, the shooter catches and shoots. Sometimes it's off movement, sometimes off the dribble, sometimes the pass comes from a different angle. That part is universal. What separates elite trainers from average ones isn't the drill list. It's who they can put you up against and the level they demand every single rep. That's the real separator right there. On the men's side especially, this is something you see all the time. I've seen it up close. Guys getting flown out to LA during the summer just to work out against real competition. Not NBA superstars, but high-level Division I players, overseas pros, fringe guys fighting for contracts, players who can actually guard. Those dudes aren't there to lock anybody up or put up highlights. Their role is simple. Give real resistance. No cone defense. No fake slides. No courtesy closeouts. Real pressure. Because the best training isn't about knocking down open shots. It's about making shots when someone is right in your space, leaning on you, forcing tough decisions. That's why the best trainers keep winning at this level. Not because they invented new drills, not because they found some secret workout formula. It's because they can put players in environments where they're forced to read, react, and solve problems on the fly. That's real development. And so when you see Caitlyn Clark working out now with Rob Dozier and a group, not by herself, not just one coach holding pads, that's a big shift. Look at the setup. It's Caitlyn and 5 others on the floor. That means someone is rebounding, someone is passing, someone is actually defending. You can run 2-on-2, you can run 3-on-3, you can simulate real actions and turn workouts into game-based reps. That's very different from last year. Last year, it was mostly Caitlyn and Keith Porter, or Caitlyn with Stephanie White calling things out. That work has value, no doubt, but it's controlled. This feels different. This feels closer to pro-level training. This looks more like NBA-style development. And here's the key part. Even if Rob Dozier isn't the one guarding her, she's still working inside the Indiana Pacers ecosystem. Same building, same environment, same standards, surrounded by people who understand spacing, pace, contact reads, and how the pro game really moves. Being around an NBA organization shifts your entire lens. It changes how you read the floor, how you move without the ball, and what you actually prioritize in workouts. At this stage, Caitlyn Clark doesn't need endless shooting reps. That part is already elite. What she needs are reps that force decisions. Reps where things don't go clean and she has to adapt on the fly. That means attacking to the right, finishing with the left hand through contact, creating space when defenders sit on her first move, pulling up or passing when the lane closes, making the correct read when plan A gets shut down. Those are the details that matter now. I was honest about this last year, and it rubbed people the wrong way. When her summer workout clips dropped, there were very few left-hand finishes. That's not opinion. That's what the footage showed. Going right was limited. Most of the off-the-dribble work stayed on her comfort side. People took that as criticism, but it wasn't. It was observation. Those same areas showed up in games. Defenders shaded her strong hand, bumped her early, forced her into tougher angles. That's not random. That's how high-level scouting works. Pointing that out isn't nitpicking. That's how development conversations are supposed to sound. Caitlyn's talent is so high that she's been able to succeed even when things weren't perfect. In college, she could lean on her strengths and still control games. At the pro level, defenders don't allow that. They sit on tendencies, they apply pressure, they make every touch physical and uncomfortable. That's why this new training environment matters. When someone is truly guarding her, cutting off driving lanes, and making contact part of every rep, growth accelerates. Clean workouts don't expose gaps. Pressure does. And then there's the physical side. Last year, Caitlyn clearly added strength. A lot of people didn't fully clock it until that birthday photo from the wedding made the rounds. That's when it became obvious her body is evolving along with her game.
Thanks, guys. Oh, there's a cake. Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caitlyn. Happy birthday to you.
I have all my fruits everywhere. Thank you. That's so sweet. Is it cookie cake?
Oh, you know
That's so cool. They made it in the shape of twos. Wow. I'll eat that spot. Don't worry.
Last season, her strength was obvious. Not just basketball strength, but real size for a guard. Her arms looked bigger, sturdier, built to take hits. That came with advantages. She was harder to bump off her path. Contact didn't move her as easily. There were moments where defenders tried to go through her and simply couldn't. That part worked, but there was a trade-off. Added mass changed how she moved. Her mobility dipped. Her shot rhythm looked slightly off. Everything took a bit more effort. Then the injury happened. And that's just the reality of pushing your body in a new direction. No drama, no excuses, just what happened. This season, the difference is clear. She's leaned back out. She looks lighter on her feet, quicker, more fluid. Not the same build she had at Iowa, but the same smooth movement quality. The pacing is back. The balance looks cleaner. Her game breathes again. And honestly, the league probably learned something from last year too. Let's call it what it is. When one of the league's biggest stars went down, momentum took a hit. Viewership dipped. The buzz slowed. Physical play went unchecked at times, whistles were inconsistent, and players felt like they had to armor up just to stay on the floor. That affects more than one player. When stars are constantly beat up or sidelined, the product suffers. That reality forces conversations behind the scenes. About protection, about balance, about letting talent actually shine. What stands out now is how Caitlyn is training. She doesn't look like she's preparing for survival. She looks like she's preparing to think the game at a higher level. And that's where things get dangerous. Because when Caitlyn Clark is light, fluid, confident, and focused on solving problems instead of fighting through bodies, the game tilts in her favor fast. That's the version of her that separates from the pack. That's when the game bends around her. When she's moving freely, seeing the floor clearly, and dictating instead of reacting, guarding her becomes a real problem. Maybe some of this is projection. We don't have every clip or every angle. Some assumptions are being made. But the direction isn't hard to read. The training approach has shifted. More pro-style environments, more game-based work, more emphasis on decision-making instead of empty repetition. That's exactly where she needs to be right now. Caitlyn Clark doesn't need reminders on how to shoot a basketball. That's already baked in. What she's working toward now is beating defenders who have studied her tendencies, who know where she wants to go, and who are built to take options away. That's a different challenge. This is the stage where good players stop improving and great players keep climbing. It's where elite players add layers that don't show up in box scores right away. And it's where careers start separating into categories. If this training setup is truly what it appears to be, the league needs to adjust. Because Caitlyn Clark with space, rhythm, and real-time reads isn't just productive. She's a problem. What makes this moment interesting isn't just the skill work or the environment. It's the timing. This is happening before the league fully adjusts, before defensive schemes evolve again, before narratives catch up to reality. That window matters. Most players wait until problems show up in games before they address them. The smart ones attack those issues early, quietly, without making it a storyline. That's what this feels like. Preparation without announcement, growth without marketing. You don't rework how you train unless you're aiming for something bigger. You don't put yourself in tougher environments unless you're ready to be uncomfortable again. That's usually the sign that a player sees what's coming before everyone else does. And when that happens, the jump isn't subtle. It's not a small bump in efficiency or a few extra points. It's a shift in how opponents play you, in how coaches scheme for you, in how the game starts reacting to your presence. That's the part people miss. By the time the results show up, the work is already done. This is how chapters shift. Not with noise, not with headlines, but with quiet adjustments that change everything later. Different environment, different priorities, different problems being solved behind closed doors. That's usually how the biggest jumps happen. Nothing here feels accidental. The training style, the personnel, the emphasis on reads over reps. This isn't about proving anything anymore. It's about sharpening edges before everyone else catches up. And when players reach this phase, the results don't always show immediately. They show when it matters most. People will debate it, break it down, overanalyze clips frame by frame. That's part of the game now. But the ones paying close attention can already see the direction this is heading. If you want to stay ahead of these shifts before they hit the mainstream, that's what Courtside Leaks is built for. Real breakdowns, real context, no fluff. Because by the time everyone else notices, it's already too late. We've got every angle covered, every leak, every backstage twist, every moment they won't show you. Hit like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video. Stay locked in with Courtside Leaks, your home for the truth behind the WNBA headlines.